I wanted them to see that video first, though. Let me make sure. Let me pull up my shit. Yeah, there we go.
Before the battle bus, there was the storm. The monsters are closing in, and we need you. We're looking for a few good soldiers, constructors, ninjas, and outlanders to join the fight. Scavenge for powerful weapons. Recruit legendary heroes. And take on anything the storm throws your way. Command alone. Or
yeah.
Build a home base worth defending.
Hey.
Rescue survivors and save the world.
Let's say the world.
Fornite, save the world. You are now free to join the fight.
I'm with it. Okay, I bet. That's hard. Yeah, I'm with it. What's good, y'all? I'm back. What's happening? What's the word? What's the word? What's going on, y'all? What's up, chat? I ain't been here in a minute. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me turn me down a little bit because I think I can hear the echo. It's all good. I don't really need it. Yeah, I don't really need it. For real, for real. Yeah, what's good, y'all? My bad. I know y'all can probably hear it. I know y'all can probably hear it in my voice. My voice is still gone a little bit. I'm gonna try to tell y'all the story through the drama though. It's been a lot going on. What up though? What's happening with y'all? What y'all got going on these days? Hold on. Yeah, sip my tea. What's happening? Yeah, so hold on. Let me try to change outfits. We gonna try to get fly. So while I get into the story, cause man, who is this? Who is that? Somebody tell me who that is. Love a girl. What? Oh, okay. So she's an artist. Clearly she's an artist. Okay, I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna find out. All right, cool. Hey, they got boys like girl. All right. My bad, y'all. Oh, y'all know I be having to go through the shit. I usually do this before I get on stream, so y'all don't have to hear me. Admire the outfits and stuff. But I don't know. That's always my favorite part about Fortnite. The different skins they got. That should be hard. Oh, they got the boys like her, and they got the Emperor Zord. What? That's hard. I kind of want that. They got some shit. Alright. Like I said, they always got some pretty good. Fortnite always got some pretty good skins to me. Now they got the Coachella skins. That's what y'all think of us, huh? Alright. I ain't mad at it. Alright, cool. What's this? Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's hard. That's hard. Nah, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. Alright, hold on. What else we got? Brute. Brute Navigator. That look kind of dope. This is stuff that I would get if I had just the random money to spray like that. Because some people be out here just be blowing bread. I'd be like, man, what is... let me borrow $5. No, I'm just kidding. Who is this dude? Spider Gamer's Locker? Who? Anyway. Hey. Are you Sarah Connor? Alright, anyway, alright, my bad. I know y'all probably don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Let me go and get to the story. Let me get to it, y'all, because it was crazy, man. I've been down for a couple days, because as y'all, I don't know if y'all know, I've been paying attention. For all those who don't know, if you're new to this channel, I am Scotty motherfucking Wilson, your favorite rapper that you never heard of, but you heard of me now, so now I'm your favorite rapper, and you can't get away from it. It's too late. It's too late. You know me now. It's too late. So, so with that being said, you know, I've been doing this whole cultivating community shit on my page, right, where I just do a whole bunch of different shit to kind of like find fans that are cool with the same shit that I'm cool with, so I could build like a real fan base instead of just making up shit to do what everybody else like. You know, trying to stay authentic. Let's see here. What we feel like wearing. You know what? I don't wear my girl outfits often. I don't know. It feels weird, but I don't think that's. I guess we should get over that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, this outfit always been hard to me. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. I'm finna. What if she got the other shoes on? Let me see what they look like. Damn, they kind of look too white, but I can dig it. It's just it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, we gonna use girl today. Girl power. Damn, now I want to put the other shoes back on. Dang. Whatever. Christabel, the sister. Yeah, I'm gonna use her. We rocking with the sister today. We ain't gonna have her going out like that though. She gonna put the right shoes on though. Alright. Hold on. Let me see. What glider should we use? Let's see. What glider? I don't have a lot. Let me see. Yeah, it's weak. Let's see. That's kind of hard. Somebody's car going off. Heisel. Hey. Hold on. It's either alright, I'm gonna hold on. It's either between Kaisel or the Pilly Surfer. I'm gonna tell y'all the story in a second. Hold on. Oh god. Alright, I'm sorry. Y'all like, man, get to the story, my fault. Alright, I'm gonna get to the story. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So look, so this is what happened, right? So like I said, I've been trying to build up my content and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? I've been doing pretty good. And we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. I don't like the backpack. We're gonna switch backpacks. Yeah, so I've been trying to make the content and stuff, right? So as I've been trying to do that, I had to like kinda double down on, you know, on all my hustling and shit, right? Because this stuff costs money. You gotta pay for the subscription. A lot of the stuff that costs money early on when you trying to build your career as a content creator is just like subscriptions for real. Because the subscriptions will make it easier for you to do stuff. You know, like simple stuff that you need, and a lot of that stuff you need to understand how to do before you get to a professional, so that way you don't waste a professional's time. Because I be feeling like that's kind of my problem. Like I be wanting to work with certain people, but I'm like, bro, I don't even want to waste your time because I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. I have no structured thought of what the hell I'm even supposed to be asking of you for real. So I just feel like it's better for you to like kind of understand that stuff first. At least put your work in so you can at least understand what you're doing. That's kind of fly. At least it match. Wait, why is this one? Do it do stuff? I think it do stuff. She got the guitar. Let me see what else I got. Yeah. Anywho. So yeah. Ooh, I always like this backpack too. Or do I want this one? I kind of like that one too. Man, I got a lot of nice backpacks. I don't know why. I got a lot of nice backpacks. That's kind of fly. Yeah, I don't want them to try to play her like she suck or something. Yeah. That's what we doing. He like, damn, for real? That's what we doing? Yeah, that's what we doing, huh? Alright, anyway. So, yeah. So, as I've been trying to, like, build on the content or whatever and try to make sure I can pay for all of these subscriptions and all that other shit, so that way, like I said, I don't waste people's time, because I feel like that's horrible to do, is just waste people's time. I've been doing like side jobs and hour work and shit, right? So my homie, his uncle owns this art gallery, right? And we had to do some work for him, right, one day, right? Well, actually we did it for a couple days, but the last day, you know what I'm saying, I was on my way there, and I had pulled into this gas station, right? So when I got to the gas station, I noticed wasn't nobody there. It was just like dark outside shit too, right? I noticed wasn't nobody there. So I go into the gas station, I see this little police car right there, but it looked like it was abandoned, kinda. I wasn't sure, you know what I'm saying, because I don't be paying attention to shit like that, you know, because I'm, you know. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna just keep on walking to the gas station. So I walked to the gas station, and it's all dark in there, and I don't see nobody. I'm like, damn, what's going on? I don't see nobody in here. So I started walking through the gas station, you know what I'm saying, thinking if whether or not I'm gonna steal something, because I don't see nobody. But I'm like, I know I'm still on camera, so I can't do that either. You feel me? But I was thinking about it, so I kept walking, right? And I was walking around, and I heard some noise in the back room. So I'm walking around hearing this noise in the back room. I'm like, that sounds like something my black ass need to stay away from. But I couldn't see nobody in there, and I needed to get some gas, and everything looked like it was abandoned. So I'm like, bro, let me see if maybe that's just somebody and I'm just being paranoid, right? So I went over there and went in the back room, right? You know what I'm saying? And then I seen somebody laying on the floor, and I was just like, damn, that nigga looked like a zombie. So I turned around and left. So I don't know if he was a zombie or not, but that's you know what I'm saying, that's what would have happened if Resident Evil 2 was done by a black Leon instead of a white one. But no, that's not really what happened. Well, that was part of what happened. So then, after I left the gas station, right? So I go to the little site or whatever, right? Now the site got asbestos, which is why I blame the property brothers. So I go to the site, and the site had asbestos. Now the first few days they gave us the Hunk masks. Now if y'all know anything about Resident Evil, you know Hunk is probably the only person that had a mask, which is probably the only reason why, you know what I'm saying, he survived, which is probably why they had to kill him in one of the little side games, because it made sense to have a mask on. Maybe they wouldn't have got T-virus, but that's a whole nother PSA. So yeah, so we got the Hunk maskers, right? So I had my partner had a Hunk mask, so they just gave me the little COVID-19 mask. So, you know, I caught it easily. So that's why I had caught the asbestos, right? Because we had went to the place, and it had asbestos in there, you know what I'm saying, which is probably a part of the T-virus, like I said, and I blame the property brothers. Because if you watch the property brothers, you know, every episode, they always got some T-virus somewhere in the basement. Every single time, they be telling these people, oh, well, we can save you some money, and then as soon as they get in the building, all of a sudden T-virus all in the wall, and they got the H-virus all in the wall. It's all kinds of stuff. It's asbestos. I call them the asbestos brothers. All right, so anyway, so we was in there, and, you know what I'm saying, doing some work or whatever. We was doing some demo work or whatever, because apparently the asbestos was you know, asbestosing. So we had to do some demo work to get that out, and they gave me a little COVID-19 mask, and it was working at first, but then the last day I was ready to go, and I ain't used my COVID-19 mask. So so I got the asbestos or the mold from Resident Evil, for, you know, just in case you was like kind of confused on what that was, what asbestos was. You know, it's just the same mold from Resident Evil. So but yeah, so that's what had happened. That's like the short version of what happened. You know what I'm saying? I can tell y'all like what happened when we got to the site. So actually, when we got to the site, so this is what happened. We got to the site. So we got to the site and it was a black man there. So you know he was gonna not make it. So when we got there, and he was an older guy too, so you definitely knew he wasn't gonna make it. It was like, yeah, that's what they do. They put you in there so we feel bad and be like, oh my god, yeah. So hold on. Yeah. So that's what happened. I mean, my bad. So that's what was happening. Yeah. So we got in there. You know what I'm saying? And the old man was sitting there. You know what I'm saying? He was just he tried to explain some stuff to us. I really wasn't listening. I usually don't be listening. That's why. So when I tell stories, they don't be as good as they should be. Because I'll be like, man, he be missing details, and it's because I don't be listening. But that wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, like the whole point of the story. I was trying to like get to the point because you know everybody attention span short, so I was just trying to tell you right away why I hadn't made no videos is because I had inhaled the asbestos because they had gave me a COVID-19 mask, but that's not really true. That's why I had to tell the whole story, because actually what really happened was I didn't wear my COVID-19 mask last day because I was just like ready to go. And, you know what I'm saying, we had went through like a whole adventure. So I was just trying not to like go through the whole adventure right away. I was just trying to get straight to the point. You know, because they say everybody attention span is short. So I was just trying to get to the point and let y'all know exactly what happened. I had asbestos in my lungs. It was the property brother's fault. Like I said, so that's why I couldn't talk. I couldn't do no lives or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what was going on. But if you want to know the story, then you gotta listen. So that's, you know, so I was just trying to see who really wants to hear the story. So yeah. But anyway. So yeah, like I was saying, they so once we got there, you know what I'm saying, we seen the old black man, you know what I'm saying, we was like, yeah, like I said, at least that's what I thought in my head. I didn't say it out loud, because you're not supposed to say stuff like that out loud, like, oh, you're not gonna make it because y'all never make it in the movies. You're not supposed to say that, so you didn't say it, so I didn't say it out loud. But clearly, that's what I was feeling. But, you know, so we walked in the building with the asbestos, you know what I'm saying, and then they had asked us to do some demo work and stuff, right? So as we was trying to do this demo work, hold on. Yeah, as we was trying to do this demo work, we see this big old dude with this big leather coat on. What the heck? Some stars. I don't think that worked out for him the way he thought it was going to. Oh, somebody coming. Man, ain't it supposed to do it automatically when I hold the thing? What is it? Why I gotta keep pressing it? I don't like that. My bad, y'all. There was a lot going on. I'm trying to tell y'all a story. Yeah, so then this big old dude came out and let the coat, right? You know what I'm saying? This nigga big as hell, right? It didn't look like he been bench pressing all his life. So, this came out big as hell, right? Come from bars. I'm like, oh, I'm just a regular person. You know what I'm saying? But I know, I get that a lot, though, that, you know, sometimes people think I'm a celebrity. That's why I was telling y'all, like, I'm probably your favorite rapper that you never heard of. But now that you heard of me, you know what I'm saying, I'm your favorite rapper. I was just trying to get you prepared for who I was. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just trying to, like, throw it on you. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, that's just usually how it goes. So now you, like, aware. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I assumed the big old dude in the leather jacket was saying stars. So I started running, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not finna figure out what the heck he was talking about. So I started running. So then he get to smashing through the doors and all kind of crazy shit like that. And I'm like, nigga, you alright? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't ask him that. I just kept running. But you know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand what he thought. But I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So. Ooh-wee. Get me in there. Get me in there. Get me in there. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I know I saw something. Anyway, so yeah, now who is the big man in the leather jacket that you might ask? I don't know. Hold on. Max out all my ammo. On these weapons, I'm cool. Bunch of green weapons, I don't know. Max out my ammo on a bunch of greens. Yeah, so I don't know who the big dude was. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I think he was somebody that worked for the asbestos company, truth be told. Because, they be, that's why I say, I'm telling you, DC, you got to listen to the whole story to understand what was going on. Because, see, the Property Brothers, they really probably work for Umbrella in real life. So don't be thinking that it's just a conspiracy. That's what they want you to think. That's really what it is. I'm trying to tell you. So I think that the big dude in the leather jacket worked for the Property Brothers, but I mean, that I don't have no tangible evidence, but I mean, I have suspicions, and I be knowing when something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I'm running from dude, right? 7-Eleven clusters. I don't want that. So I'm running from dude, right? You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, he just disappeared. I don't know how, but he just disappeared. So I think he was just doing that, you know what I'm saying, because I was making noise. I think that's what happens. Like, when you start making noise, you start chasing you and shit. I think something wrong with his hearing. It's probably because he old. That's probably what it is. He probably get to chasing niggas. He probably was wanted to say, get off my land, but, he probably didn't have his dentures or something in. It was a little voice box. Because, old people back in the day, they used to smoke cigarettes with, like, no filter. So he probably, couldn't talk for real. So that's probably what it was. You know what I'm saying? He probably couldn't say nothing. But irregardless, I'd still blame the Property Brothers, because they knew what was going on in that facility. They knew. They always be knowing. I'm telling you, every time, just watch the show. Every time I watch their show, they be like, we gonna get you a discount. And then they be like, man, this building is 50 years old. It might have water damage. And then every time, it don't be water damage. It be asbestos. Every time. Every time. So that's why I feel like the big black dude, or the big dude with the leather jacket on that was chasing us in the building with asbestos, was part of this conspiracy with the asbestos brothers. I mean the Property Brothers. My bad. That's what I call them, but y'all can call them that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we should all be in on this together. We got to share this information with each other. Because I didn't want y'all to be in the dark. Look at that. Look at that. Look at her. Hey, 38 wins. It's probably not a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, I've been sick for 2 days, and it's all the Property Brothers' fault. I'm telling you, every time. Y'all, you think it's just me? I know it. I know I ain't tripping. Every time, every single time, all of a sudden, asbestos. They supposed to be saving them people money. Now all of the time, every time they come on, it's asbestos in the basement. It's asbestos in the roof. It's water damage in the garage. What? Man, and then they gotta give it an open concept. Man, I'm telling you, it's a ruse. What is that? I don't even know what that is, but I don't want it. I like what I got in my hand though. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, see, now they playing games. Now they trying to be funny. Alright, y'all just trying to be funny. Okay. Or are they? Or is it a gift from God? Nah. That's not tactically accurate. Actually, I shouldn't have said that. That wouldn't be tactically intelligent. I said tactically accurate. I think faster than I talk. I'm sorry. I be knowing what I'm talking about, but I think a lot faster than I talk. I've always done that. Matter of fact, the first person to point that out to me was my English teacher, because she saw it in the way I wrote. She was like, you write really good stories, but I can tell you think way faster than you talk, because your grammar be terrible. I feel like, my bad. Because I be wanting to get it out, so like I'll be like, fuck how to spell it. I'm not trying to, because if I forget, if I stop and forget what I was saying, then I'm going to forget what I was saying, and then that's going to be bad. Because it's going to seem like I'm stupid, and I'm not. I just think too fast. So that's why I understand people who think fast like that. That's why I feel like people got to stop being mean to people sometimes, because sometimes people don't be thinking, but you got to know that you think like that. I think to get the grace of, you know what I'm saying, of feeling like you think like that, of letting people know that you think like this, or yeah, whatever. Anyway, I know what I was trying to say. I just told you I think too fast, so, but I still killed her. So again, I know, something, shit, hell. But yeah, I was telling the homie that one time, you know what I'm saying, he was because, matter of fact, I saw it happen in real time. That's actually what made me feel better about it, because I used to think it was just a me problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to think I just was like stupid. And it's like, it's not that I'm stupid. I just think faster than I talk. which means I should probably watch what I say more than I talk, because it's just gonna come out stupid. It's not that I don't know what I'm talking about. I just think faster than I talk. Yeah, which is a very common problem actually. Okay, all right, I can deal. What is that? Hell no, I don't want that shit. I will take this though real quick. Let me go and get this little bullshit out the way. Yeah. So like I said, so anyway, so after the little big dude in Leather Jacket started chasing us, like I said, I still think he worked for the Property Brothers. But after the big dude started chasing us, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We got away or whatever, right? We had to leave the facility. Now we had to leave the facility through this garage, right? I mean, I don't know exactly how to get out of the garage. We was looking for this key the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I had actually got the key from this dude who was like, he was not playing. What did he shoot me with? Oh, 2 people. That's what he shot me with. Anywho, yeah, I had got this key from this dude that was locked up, right? You know what I'm saying, to get through the garage. But he had died. You know what I'm saying? I think he had got killed by the dude in the leather jacket, but that, you know, they ain't gonna tell nobody. So, anywho, oh yeah, and then I seen this little, I saw this little one girl, you know what I'm saying, while I was talking to him. I think she was in cahoots with dudes that was in jail. I think they actually had them on some like fraudulent shit, because you know how the government be. They always trying to like arrest people for no reason. So I think they might have had him arrested for no reason. That's why I got the key for the garage, so we can get out of the building from the asbestos, right? Oh, excuse me. So anyway, so after that, what kind of car he got? Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. I ain't gonna lie, that's nice. Nice little vehicle, my G. So yeah, so then so I had got the key to get to the garage. And then they had some dogs in there. It was crazy. It was dogs, and they was like missing some of their face or something like that. I don't know. They was probably malnourished, but I don't know what was going on with the dogs. But it made it a little bit difficult to get through the garage, but we still made it through. So once we got out of the garage and basically out of the building, we was just in front of the building. So to me, it just felt like I did all of that just to get right back in front of the building. But we got out of the building now, and then once we got out of the building, you know what I'm saying, I had realized that I had got infected by the asbestos. Yeah. Now I don't know when that happened, you know what I'm saying? I think you know, something, you know, they might be experimenting on people in there or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I know I had got affected by the asbestos, and then I had to get the antivirus from a girl named Grace. That stutters a lot. But we don't judge people with disabilities, because but she was cool though. She was cool. I think she had a sister that looked like her. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't think she like wanted to like talk about it for her. They ain't seem like they got along much, but that ain't none of my business. But yeah, so that's kind of, you know, so that's how I had got the asbestos in my lungs. Because the last day we were supposed to get there, you know what I'm saying, and we was running and doing everything we was doing, trying to knock down, do the demolition for, because I swear I had seen somebody over there. Oh, that was so stupid. That was not good. You can't do that with no gun like that. This gun do too much. You gotta hit if you want to shoot. You gotta hit. Yeah, that's doing too much. This mug. Oh, that's whack. Hold on. I need that. Oh, that's not even me. That's not even me. That's not even me. That's just my controller. My controller just shoots. Whatever. It worked in my favor that time. Hey, my controller was messing up like it always do, y'all, but it actually worked in my favor that time. That's funny. Okay, now I'm wasting bullets. Alright. It's not funny anymore. Okay. But yeah, so, yeah. So that's what happened, as far as I know. I don't really remember the whole thing, because like I said, because I was told that when you get infected by the asbestos, that, you know, sometimes it can affect your memory, all kinds of things. Hey, shawty, hey, get off me now. Come on. You're doing too much. Dang. Oh, gosh. Dang. A challenger. Who challenging you? So I can shoot him in the face. Ooh, look at her. Ooh, look at her. Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, shit. That was a weak-ass intro. Wait for me. Hold on. Wait. What we doing? What we doing? Oh. Dang, she was healing people? Heal me, too. Can I get some heal? Shit. This damn pistol. My face. Oh, and he killed them? Oh, I know you mad. I'll take them. Definitely take that over that. What else? We need some type of health something. We ain't got no health, and it's smoke, and it's making me itch. Cause I want to go to it. Nah, it came to me. It came to me. Oh, damn. Look, the smoke came to me, so whatever. Why she slide like that? Like, yeah. Her slide with the gloves on look like the beginning of a hard ass rock song. Hey, my girl got hops. That's what I'm talking about. What we doing? What we doing? Where they at? Where they at though? Where they at? Oh, that was... See, that's why I say I'm good at thinking instead of acting. Because I kind of low-key didn't even really realize that I did that, but I low-key kind of did realize that I did that. Did that make sense? It was like, I knew that was going to work, but I didn't know it was going to work. It's like I did it off instinct. Does that make sense? It's like I kind of planned it, but not really fully planned it. It was just like my body knew this was gonna work. I don't know. It's weird. It was like I calculated it, but not for real. It's like awareness. Yeah, that is one of the simplified correct terminologies for that, I believe. Just awareness. I could have just said that instead of trying to make it seem like I said something deep. Yeah, I guess it is, depending on how you look at it. Yeah. Why I gotta, as I sure was looking at it like, I can reload that? I knew it was gonna do that shit. Okay. Okay. Now I really know how to work these things. Okay. Now I really know how to. Okay. Don't let him learn. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'm learning now. Alright. I'm learning now. Okay. Alright, bet. Alright, bet. I'm learning now. Yeah, now niggas got me fucked up. Okay. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I'm learning how to use stuff. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I'm learning how to use stuff. See, that's the thing. I don't be on... well, I am now. I hadn't been on Fortnite. You know what's so funny? I think that's kind of the same issue with, like, most, if not all games. It's like, if you gotta put the work in to be, like, cold, and people be talking to you like you just supposed to sit still and play it, like, every game, every day, all day. Man, ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? But skills are respectable, so I will give a shooter their credit. Yeah, I will give a shooter their credit. I mean, if they can pull it off, you gotta be able to pull it off first, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Run up, get done up, man. You know what I'm saying? If we beefing, I got you. What was it? So other than me getting asbestos in my lung and me being sick for 2 days, so that's why I haven't been able to post no content. It also kind of made me a little down mentally, which is something I realized that's kind of what I wanted to come back and really talk to y'all about for real, because sometimes, like I said, when I can, I try to drop little tips and hints on stuff that I feel like I learned as a content creator. Because I feel like it's really important, depending on whatever it is you're trying to do. Dang, I didn't mean to do that. I think it's really important for you to learn some of these tips and tricks for you. Well, let me find a better way to say that, because it's not. I don't want to say it as if I'm trying to make you learn something. It's just certain stuff that when I learn it, for me, I'm like, damn, I wish somebody would have told me that, kinda. So I try to find a way to like tell y'all that. And one thing that I noticed when I had asbestos in my lungs from the Property Brothers is that, like I said, I got real devastated, is because I got real, you know, if you notice, if you look at my last like 6 or 7 shorts, well, except for the last one, because the last one I just threw together and threw out there, but my last 6 or 7 shorts had been hitting over 1,000, so I was just like, all right, bet. I finally got a formula and I figured out how it worked. For me, to where I don't have to be unauthentic, I can do my thing, I can just pick clips of stuff that I say personally that's just really me, and you know what I'm saying, and it can just fit me, and I can just build myself authentically like that. So once I figured out the formula and I did all of that work, knowing that I did it specifically for the content and for the progress that I knew I was seeing, it got a little devastating that I couldn't do nothing. You know, and I think the advice that I'm giving y'all out of all of that is that I don't want you to don't feel bad about resting, because that was so stupid for me to feel like that. And I'm used to feeling like that. That's how I know it's a bad thing. But, you know, I also know, and I also have people around me that make me feel better about that too now. That it's okay to rest. It's okay to rest. It's all right. It's not a big deal. You know, it's not a big deal. Damn, she just shot me with the shotgun, little hoe. Well, at least you wasn't giving myself a ride on, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't get that self ride on, bitch. You know what I'm saying? How you like them candy apples? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, like I was saying. Yeah, so that's just something I wanna So that's just something I wanted to share with other kinds of creators. You know what I'm saying? At least the stuff that I know for a fact. I know that wasn't good for me to not fully rest the way I wanted to. I'm pretty sure you could even still hear it in my voice a little bit. That I'm still got a little asbestos in my lungs. But you know, I'm almost over it. I'm feeling a whole hell of a lot better than I did before. So I'm okay. I'm still recovering and shit. A lot of it is just getting drinking tea, water, being outside, exercising, just resetting my respiratory system, trying to cut back on smoking, even though, you know, who does that? You feel me? So yeah, so that's all. But other than that, let me see what else happened. Oh, I had so my homie's uncle's art gallery had this artist talk that I went to. That was cool. Cause I think I told y'all I wanted to get, for this project that I was working on, I want to get more into the arts, especially like the St. Louis arts, cause since that's where I'm from, and like really you know, try to give it a real life artistic feel, like, you know what I'm saying, really put myself in an artistic feel. You know what I thought about though when I was there? You know what I find interesting? I feel like, this is just my personal feeling, this is just me, I feel like when I'm amongst other artists, people don't treat rap with the same capacity as other art, and that's always made me feel a little isolated from the other artists, and I don't like that. Because I'm like, just because this is how I talk, like, I just never liked that divide. I just always felt like people feel like rap is just like the ghetto version of art. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still feel like I'm in the art community amongst all of these artsy fartsy ass motherfuckers, and then they get to talking like they are British, and I'm sitting over here like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? It should just be weird to me. It's just, I don't know. It should just get to being weird. Like, every time, it's like the more deep I go into like artsy shit, it just get real. You know what I'm saying? It just get a little. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I be trying not to judge. So, like, because I be feeling judged. So that's why I don't be wanting to be like that. But it's like, bro, whatever, man. You trying to, I don't know. It be feeling like, I'm not saying they did me like that. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, for me, like, it's been a lot of times where I go places and I just feel always like the eyeball out because I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else treat like they art like it's just like better than. I don't know. Like I said, and again, I'm not saying them people did that. I'm just saying that's just how I've always just felt. Like, I just always felt like that amongst everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get the feeling like they the outsider, and I'm like, it ain't that way when you talk to people. Like, when you talk to people, man, whatever. Like I say, I don't know. That's just me. I'm not saying that the treatment's not the same. And I'm not saying other creatives don't go through the same shit, but I just wish people could understand that it's like being black. It's like you don't get it unless you get it. It's like, unless you just one of them, like, unless you just understand, you don't understand. Because it's like, I'm not trying to like offend nobody, but it's just like, bro, come on now. Don't act like I don't have a fucking point. Like, I just made this up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. I get how people that look like me and do what I do, just like black, you know what I'm saying, can make it seem like, because y'all overemphasize on the ones that, you feel what I'm saying? I just feel like my art should be taken in just as much respect as everybody else. And I don't give a damn what I'm talking about. It's my life. This is my art. This is my vision. Just because you threw some colors together on a board don't make it better or worse than mine. You know what I'm saying? Because those colors could have meant a lot to you in a moment. And that's, to me, that's what art really is. It's about what that meant to you. You know what I'm saying? You could have just, nigga, it could be a blank canvas. It could just be blank. It could be a piece of paper. And that could be the art if it meant something. And if it means something to other people, then it means something. Especially if you can explain it and it makes sense. That's how I always look at art. If you can explain it and it makes sense, and people feel and resonate to what you're saying, then cool. But other than that, yeah, I don't really say, or I think you just felt like doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think an artist, just the expression is rooted in hate. I think you might need to keep that shit to yourself, guy. That ain't expression of that. Unless you can do it in a conducive way. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I've never felt like music